Hi everyone, it's Tyler D, and right now we are playing BU. Now, I don't know what this game is about. I kind of read the review, not the review, but the what is it like the about section on Steam. And apparently, you raise a kid, and you have to like do your own story. And I love those kind of games, so I'm super excited. This game contains some dark themes, which some viewers may find disturbing, such as death and suicide. Love it already. If you do not feel comfortable with these themes, I highly recommend not playing. If y'all are not comfortable with these themes, don't watch. If you do watch, I mean, you can watch. You can just like cover your hands like I do every time I play a scary game. Birth and death are funny things. People end, they stop, they die. I'm not sure how to put it more bluntly, but the echoes of their life live on without them in the memories of the people they meet. A little snapshot of their existence contained within another's brain. And in the way we change people, our parents help define who we are, our teachers, our friends. Without them, we won't be who we are. And even when they're gone, we still love. We still have that part of them in us. And then we change the people we meet, so on and so forth. The echoes of life live on, even if the one it started with is long gone. I believe you can get quite clear glimpses of people who have died possibly hundreds or even thousands of years ago from the texts they've written. Like diaries. I love that. I mean, it's kind of shocking that you can read a book by some poor soul that died forever ago, but the words are still the clear as day. I think that's nice. I have a diary myself. It's quite the sight. Oh my. Today, something new will be born. It's your, well, beautiful baby, Bonnie. Aw, Bonnie, is that her? It's my cute. She kind of looks like me, actually. She has my blue eyes. She got my fabulous hair. She got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 toes, 10 fingers. Yeah, perfect. I hope you take good care of her. You bring Bonnie home swaddled in soft blankets. You set her gently down in her crib. She seems way bigger than a newborn. She quietly begins to cry. Oh shit, baby crying. What do you do? Let's see. I have a kid, so I know she needs milk. She's probably hungry, so getting her some breast milk is probably the best plan. Restraining order? That's a small problem, though. You're a single dad. Oh. You try to cry some breast milk, but unfortunately that only results in a few restraining order. Eventually you remember that baby formula exists, and that solves your current problem. Oh my! The next few years are compromised mostly of crying and pooping. Considering that I'm not a sadist, I'm not going to subject you to that. So I hope you don't mind, but there might be an itty bitty time skip. It's a wonderful spring day. Sun feels warm on your skin. Oh, that feels so nice. There's a soothing breeze. Oh, so nice. Carrying the smells of flowers and newly blooming life. God damn, take me there. Take me there. It's a perfect day to go on a walk with your little Bonnie. As you peacefully stroll along, a little white rabbit jumps out in front of you. Bonnie is simply overjoyed and reaches out towards it. But the next second, there's a sickening screech, and the rabbit is now airborne. Oh, being held in fierce talons, piercing through its flesh, staining its white fur so very, very, very red. As a hawk swoops up into the distance, Bonnie looks up at you, tears in her eyes. What do you do? Oh, the cute little bunny. Oh, he's flying. Don't worry your little head about anything. The little rabbit always wanted to know how it feels to fly, so his friend Mr. Hawk thought he'd help him out with that. Must be a breathtaking view from up there. Okay, Eva. Oh, that rabbit had just escaped from super evil murder prison and was planning to blow up a orphanage. Yeah. The brave bird swooped in before it could do any harm. God bless our alien-based justice system. He'll be taken to trial, presided over by the vultures. Not that good. Ice cream. You scream, who wants ice cream? In an attempt to drown your child's sorrows with sugar treats. Walk on. You hear the sound of faint women in the background, but you still walk on. Survival. Survive the fittest, motherfucker. Get that fluffy bastard. It's nature. Please don't cry. I know it's sad, but hogs have to eat. Nature can be twisted, for predators either eat adorable fluffy animals or, well, starve to death. It might seem cold-hearted, but it's how the world works. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Survival of the bitch. The next day at school, Bonnie saw a kid in a wheelchair with a candy bar and proceeded to push him out of that chair and steal the candy bar and run away, screaming survival of the fittest. Oh no! As you can see, you're quite an inspiring role model. You see Bonnabelle. Oh, she got a nickname. You see Bonnabelle looking up at you, beaming, her face and hands a rainbow smudge of chalky marks. In her hand, she tightly clutches a scrunched piece of paper. She raises it up in triumph. It appears to be an incomprehensible mess of scribbles, a mess of overlapping chalky colors. You see, it's a deep postmodern representation of the human soul. Aww. But Bonnabelle informs you that it is a dinosaur. You back away and Taylor letting out an ear-piercing scream. Inspired, very postmodern. I can see you're clearly taking inspiration from the School of Dadaism. Your brush strokes are reminiscent of Van Gogh's. Well, technically chalk, but someone as truly inspired as you doesn't need to be held back by such tawdry conventions. That's way too advanced in horror. So, how dare you waste my precious child's time with such an inane task? Playing with chalk on paper? She should be learning useful things like algebra and quantum mechanics. You know, stuff that she can use on a day-to-day basis, not this damn happy shit. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Bonnet, but it looks like scribbles to me, but nobody starts off good at something. They practice and they practice and they practice, and then one day, after a lot of work, you'll be able to draw a truly beautiful I don't know. Drugs are way cooler with dinosaurs. I'm going to do with Delight. I'm going to do Delight because I feel like kids, especially, or just anyone, when they draw or do anything creative or art, let's give them a compliment because they know it's not the best. Alright, they know it. So just tell them it's good anyways. Bonnie's filled with glee. She's quite literally pouncing around with happiness. Aww. Eventually, you both go back home and have a nice, peaceful night's sleep. But when you wake, you discover every surface of your household has been covered in chalk. From the toilet to the carpet to the walls to your own face. You're filled with burning immersion. You quickly run to Bonnie's, kicking down the door, and you scream, "Oh my god, we're gonna be fucking rich!" As the child's clearly the most prolific art prodigy of this generation, you bring around a few famous art critics to praise Bonnie's wondrous work. They are not exactly encouraging. They recommend a cleaner. You tell them to fuck off. She's clearly ahead of her time. Dad? Slug's jealous of snails. It's just, snails have these little houses on top of their bags and slugs don't. It's just unfair. They don't have the place to hide and curl up in or a nice place to sleep when it's cold outside. It doesn't seem very nice. She got a point. It doesn't seem very fair. Well, life isn't fair. Deal with it, Dab. Make them. I know it's sad. Wait, when we get home, we can make some little shells of this so they can be all safe and snug. And so, well, they do have to carry a house around their back all day long. I know I want to enjoy carrying around mine. Fairness always evens out. That's true. Considering evolution and viability of both of them, I don't think either of them are better off. I mean, slugs and snails have been around for thousands and thousands of years. And if one was superior to the other, they would have outcompeted one another years and years ago. But they're still around, so presumably they're in an evolutionary match. At times they were, so yeah, they're probably equal. Otherwise, one of them would totally be dead. And not here. And yeah. Snails? Really, Bonnabelle? Snails? I expect someone with as much potential as you to be pondering around the works of Aristotle and Plato. Such banal things as snails are far, far beneath you, darling. You should treat them with such. Now, let's go read some ulcises. Well, during the great snail versus slug war of 1890, the snail sold leopard. What? I must say it's fair. You know, if life is fair, why not have a mom like the other kids? How does that even out? I like slugs. I like slugs too. You and Bonnabelle had a very long day, wandering around the great outdoors, peeping at wildlife. As the sleepily wander home, the sun already set in a sky a dark blue, the last trace of light saying goodbye to the world. From the shadows you hear a sickening crunch. Oh God, oh God, oh God, no, no, no. I didn't mean to. Out of the darkness, you see a poor crouched little snail under Bonnibel's foot. It's only a snail. Oh, sweet pea, don't cry. It's all gonna be fine, I promise. You didn't mean it. It was an accident. It was a horrible thing to happen. Crying about stuff can't change it no matter how much you try. Bonnie, I know it. I know it's bad now, but we can learn from our mistakes. Next time we go out, we can bring a flashlight. So if it gets dark, you can shine on the ground, and no snow would have to be treaded again, because we'll see them before we step. That's going. You're going to hell, you snow murderer, you evil monster. I'm Bonnie. We are higher life forms. Just no shame question. I don't know, accident, but learn from it. I feel like learn from it. Bonnie doesn't seem to want to reply. It is the dead of night, and you hear a door slowly creak open. There's a small, scared voice. There's a monster on my bed. How old is she? Is she still a kid? Bonnie, everything's okay. Just a nightmare. Sometimes I'm imagining just get a bit out of hand. I promise everything's okay. Oh my God, there's a monster in your bed? What do we do? Quick, get my baseball bat. I'm going to call the police. Don't worry, I'm sure the monster is far scared of you than you are of it. Only one of you is hiding under the bed. That's true. Bonnie, monsters aren't scary. What is scary is the unknown. It's the darkness. It's not being able to see. So tomorrow I'll get you a book of monsters, so then you'll know. It will no longer be unknown. Therefore, no more fear. Science! Give Bonnie a gun, says, you'll be safe with this, and if you see a monster, just shoot it. No! Check bed. Don't worry, I'm sure there's not a monster in your bed. Look, just to make sure, I'll check the bed. You wake up after a peaceful night's rest. There's nothing under Bonnie's bed. Why would there be? The air is cold. The sky is dark. Spooks and monsters around, creeping through every shadow with one thought burning in our minds. Holy shit, we're gonna eat a ton of sweets. Bonnie's face pressed up against our living room window, looking out the majesty of Halloween. I cannot wait for Halloween. I really can't. Spooks, ghouls, and ghosties around, and princesses for some inexplicable reason. Princesses. I don't know why. Don't fit with the theme. Don't make sense. Why? Oh, sorry. That's aside the point. And on this fateful day, you have the chance to choose what particular spook, ghosty, or ghoul your little Bonnibel will dress up as. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, ooh. Well, spiders do have 8 arms, and that will give you the additional 4 times the candy grabbing power. A lot because nothing shows the true evil of a world like corrupt legal system. Get woke, sheeple. Burning down on the burgers. That's good. Queen, because those little girls are gonna be dressed as princesses, you kids gonna get outrank them. That's good. A zombie, because all you need is pale green skin and morning noises, and just from the amount of candy Bonnie's gonna consume, that's gonna happen anyway. Priest. I feel like a queen. Oh, zombie. I'm gonna go as a zombie. Bonnie must definitely enjoy being a zombie. She spent most of the previous day trying to perfect her grounding voices and the zombie shuffly walk thing. And my God, it paid off. When asking for brains, one of the neighbors came out with a massive bowl of walnuts and said they were shriveled little brains. Like if brains were grapes, they were raisins. The bulletproof logic of that just totally convinced Bonnie she absolutely delighted in consuming them. Funnily enough, she never got green and sick from eating too much candy because Bonnie words, zombie eat brain, not candy. Duh. It's a lovely autumn day. Orange leaves gently drift along in a cold breeze. This sounds so nice. I want to be there. Once again, you're going for a walk with Bonnie. It feels peaceful. You feel quite content, numb to the world. Bonnie is happily skipping beside you. You can't even feel the cold breeze on your face. Everything's fine. Wait, you can't feel the cold breeze on your face? It's like November. You should probably be able to feel that. You try to reach out your arm. It doesn't seem to move. You realize that the soothing sensation of numbness, it felt quite calming at first, but now you can't feel your body. No! All the sensations you lived your whole life with, the feeling of air rushing in and out your lungs, your heartbeat, your clothes, and your skin. They were so omnipresent, just faded to the background. You forgot about them, but now it's gone. Its absence makes you feel so empty. You begin to slowly topple backwards. For a second you worry you'll hurt yourself when you hit the ground, but you remember at this point your body seems not to be capable of feeling anything, let alone pain. You look up at the sky, your vision beginning to fuzz. There's a face. Someone above you. Someone you really should remember. Their mouth is moving as if they're yelling, shouting, calling out, but you can't seem to hear anything. You attempt to speak to try and soothe that distressed soul. You try to speak, but somehow you can't manage to get the words out. You desperately try, repeating it over and over in your head, but in the end, there's only silence. The last experience you'll ever have is of that single thought. Ah, I love you. Ah, it's all gonna be okay. Don't lie. At least I get to spend my final moments with you. It's funny. I thought it would hurt. I'm sorry I'm gonna miss your 7th birthday. I wanted to get you a duck. Oh, just say I love you. When you have nothing else, you have mine. You have me. When all hope is lost, when reality is unbearable, look away from the world and you'll discover a whole new one, tightly embraced in my arms. I hope you never look back. You hear a faint cry at the distance. Suddenly, the cries are not so distant. A wave of noise hits you, crackling, hooting, screaming. You can't tell whether the makers of the sound are going through the most sensual joy or the worst pain you could imagine. You open your eyes. The noise suddenly stops. You see strange figures in front of you, small, carrying a mixture of hope and fear on their twisted faces. One slowly creeps towards you and appears to attempt to bow, even though his body seems rather unsuitable to the position. It splutters out, "Please, please save us. The world is big and scary, but now you're here, everything will be okay. You can protect us from the monsters at night and feed us when we're hungry. Teach us what's different between right and wrong, please. We beg you, the one who fell from the stars, help us. Help us." What did you little shits do? Did you bring me here? You brought me here? Why did you bring me here? What the fuck do you want with me? They appear to have set up some sort of feast to celebrate the coming of the new savior. They seem to be happily chirping to each other, like some sort of strange alien song, passing small cups of dirty water around as if they were wine, and happily munching on something that can be charitably described as very, very stale bread. No meat, vegetarianism for life. You don't go green means you're meat. If you eat meat, you're a deadbeat. Woohoo! Any food is good food. I like food. Give me food. Pizza. Pizza. Considering that you can produce much more food essentially farming plants than farming plants and animals, something to do with the food chain you think you were taught about at school once, and the things don't exactly look like they're going to be capable of hunting anything, and thankfully couches don't fight back, so sticking to vegetables seemed like the safer plan. Treehouse? You always wanted a treehouse when you were little, but the closest thing you had in your garden to a tree was a sunflower, and sadly, your attempt to build a small house in its structural integrity did not stand up. But now, you have an opportunity to play out a childhood dream. Who won't take that? Suddenly, whoa! Your very little world becomes very, very still. Details begin to blur and fuzz over. There's a mind-breaking loud noise like shattering glass, but replicated 1,000 times over. Everything's dark. Everything's pitch black. You can't see. Your little monster friends are running around in blind panic, with as little on earth of a clue as to what's happening as you currently have. What the fuck do you think you're doing? I don't really know. These little guys were cold and hungry, but now they're warm and well fed. They needed someone to take care of them. I have no idea how they survived without one. Wait a second. Did I appear in a flash of lightning? What the hell is wrong with my hands? If you gave me dark eyeliner, by God, I'm slapping the hell out of us when we wake up. The evil apparition stared at you with fierce instinct. Oh, fuck no. The narrator did not just call me evil looking. I am not the bad guy here. Oh God, what are these meant to be? You're too old to be playing with dolls. What the fuck do you think you're doing? The monster looks down with sheer disgust at the little creature scurrying around in blind panic at his feet. With this situation, he stamps down hard like an exterminator on a particular annoying cockroach. One of the tiny being's body explodes beneath the weight of his foot. Its bladder remains begin to ooze gently across the floor. The helpless little creatures begin to cry and shriek. Please, stop it. Before the despicable monster can speak another word, you raise your hand. Laser. Shoot the super cool laser powers. I don't think you have laser powers from your hand. Convincing it to alone from its evil. Let's reason it. How? How could you possibly kill such innocent creatures? It did nothing to you. The horror beast replies, it is not before freezing. A robotic voice materializes out of air. It appears to be coming from the monster, but its lips are not moving. Oh my god, you are so right. I could be blind to the truth of my sins. I shall go to super evil murder jail where I belong. And with a pop, the creature disappears. The little creatures begin to cheer. Hooray! You've banished the monster! Oh my god, I know you were awesome before, but you're so awesome, I can't describe it. So I'll just make random notes and hope that does it. Justice. You saved us from the monsters, from the bad place. The bad place, the place where the monsters came, which is bad. So if the monsters came from it, the monsters will be bad. Well, if it came from the bad place, it being bad goes without saying, because bad stuff comes from the bad place, which is bad. Bad, 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 bad. It's bad. Bad, bad. It's just very, very, very not nice. We're so terribly scared more things will crawl out of there. They come. They ruin everything. Please, make them go quiet. Such a divine thing as you could surely stop such terrible things from happening. You could stop anything bad from happening. Go to the bag, go to the bag, go to bag, go to bag. You can't make me go to the bad place. So you decide to go. No, I don't. So you decide to go. No, I don't. So you decide to go. And now you're there. All your charming little creatures are gone. All your creatures from your homes, the bountiful food you gave them. There's none of it. There's nothing. You can't keep me out here forever. You can't keep us out. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a game you can win. The world happens around you, and no matter how much you cry or pretend, tears won't change it. They're gone. They'll be gone forever. It's just life. In life, there's no saving points. There are no second chances. In the end, it will always be game over. Why won't you let it in? God dang, you're hideous. Everything you feel now, the loss, the pain, the sadness, is everything they will feel. You're supposed to love your child, care about them, but you're cursing them from the very start to feel everything good and bad. But there is an escape. There is a release from this endless cycle. Don't you dare pass on your defective genes. How can there be tears when there's no one left to cry? As a great man once said, life is pain. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was just too busy thinking of how pretty I am. Suddenly, you're back. Your little monster friends surround you celebrating. You did it! You actually did it! You're amazing! You destroyed the heart of darkness, came out the other side. It's okay now. You're safe. Nothing stopped you or hold you back. We could be here forever. You could be whatever you want to be. A king, a queen, a god. As long as you're here, you can do anything. You can take care of us. Teach us new things. Comfort us when we have nightmares. You give us silly costumes to wear. As long as you're here, you're safe. Oh, no. No, I have my own daughter. Leave. The world begins to dissolve around you like paying the sun to run in the rain. You don't know if you chose the right thing. Alice had to leave Wonderland. Sometimes a fantasy can be the only thing keeping a fragile soul alive. But if you stay there forever, you can never truly live. The world melts away and you wake to a blinding light. Oh, it's Bonnie! You're kind, for better or for worse. You try to do your best, working with the charities and attempt to become a medical profession, but the medical profession is most definitely curtailed after you found crying in your bathroom. You can't cope with the idea of the pain and suffering your patients go through. You float between professions doing the best you can. You eventually meet a man and end up scammed out of half your money, but a few months later you meet a sincerely good one. You have a child and you take a great amount of joy raising them. You end up working in a nursery. Oh, this must be Bonnie's story. For the first time in your life, you feel like you've found your place, a job which you're good at, but also makes you feel content. At the end of your life, you're sitting in your house, surrounded by more than boisterous grandkids. There are things you wish you would have done, and there are things you wish you could have changed. The world is so big and filled with so many problems. It's sad and in a perfect place, but at least here you have a perfect moment. The zombie is dead. Oh, because she was a zombie. 5. Dang. That was intense. That really was. I liked it. It got weird. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely got weird, but I like it. I like the story. I like the little. I like how colorful it was. I like the art style of it. It just got weird. You know, it definitely got weird, but it's definitely an interesting game. Alright, guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy it. I know, I mean, I did. I really did. So, anyways, guys, toodles!